community, and it's more of them. It seems like it's more and more and more of them than us, and that's another thing too. It's really sad. It's really sad.
And communication is the key thing. I don't care where you come from. If you can't communicate with one another, it creates confusion because you think one thing, I think one thing, somebody else thinks something else. So if we take the language away, now we got barriers. Now you got people who overdoing or trying to be more than what they really are, trying to fit in because you really don't understand the dynamics of where you at. That's why you driving Teslas in the hood. That's why you speeding in cars that's $50,000, $100,000 cars, because you're trying to be seen, because that's all you have for validation. That's why you're putting big houses in the hood and then acting like you dare somebody to bother with you and you don't even understand the significance. That's like putting a lion in a steakhouse, as you once said before. Absolutely. And expect a lion not to attack the steak when a lion is doing what it's supposed to do, eat.
Absolutely.
So when you got us divided, you don't think this is a system that has created this type of mindset in our communities? You don't think this was purposely done, purposely created to try to destroy us? But do you realize it doesn't matter what you do? We were not going to die. We going to multiply no matter how many times somebody trying to kill. It's like they trying to make our black men extinct. Either by putting a felony on them so they can't go nowhere but these low-paying jobs, or either to make sure they can't provide for their family and they got to always stay at bay under your control. And even when it comes to getting licenses, you can't get certain licenses if you have a background, because they know that in years to come, when I was a child, I act like a child, I think like a child, I speak like a child. But when you become an adult and you put away childish thinking, now you want to do adult things, and you still have things from when you was in your young life that's hindering you from going forward. How is that possible? How are we not supposed to be angry?
All they want to do is divide and conquer. Perfect example. Fully vaccinated individuals, mass usage, highly recommended. Unvaccinated individuals, mass usage remains mandatory. What you call that? This is modern day slavery, if you ask me. That's like basically
another
saying,
way to divide.
If you're black, you can drink at this water fountain, and if you're white, you drink at that water fountain. There we go, right there. Live 3D, the plan right there, and that's what's going on amongst our communities. Oh, you vaccinated? Nah, I ain't vaccinated. Oh, nah. So, with that being said, I'm just here to tell our brothers and sisters, man, stick up for your brother and sister, man. Show love, man. Support one another, because we all we got. If, as you can see, everybody else supporting their own people, supporting their own family. You know what I'm saying? Helping their own family, promoting their own family. They not promoting us. They want us to be the workers, cleaning up bathrooms, shitty bathrooms in the public bathroom. That's what they want us to fry the grease and clean up. Like, we not that, and we not accepting that. So uplift your brother and your sister, your mama and your daddy, your auntie, your uncles, your black brothers, your black queens, your black kings. Uplift them, man. It's important. It's crucial. The time is now. Everybody trying to step on our heads. It's time for us to step on heads. And I'm done. That's it.
Well, I love that, and I agree with that, and I understand how you feel. Because number one, I'm going to end it with this. When you don't accept people for who they are, they're going to create a whole nother divine fruit. Now, you can ignore it and you can try to bury it, not realizing it was going to be a fruit in the first place. Now, look at my young bikers who I have the privilege to have access to. They want to make them criminals. They're not criminals. They're very brilliant. They're getting their education. They like to stunt. I guarantee you what happened was they tried to be a part of some bike club or biking thing, and what happened? They got denied and they end up creating a whole other movement. And that's the same thing with me. For those who didn't understand the condom lady, I would have never in my life thought I would be the condom lady. But instead of giving me the tools to operate a facility, I got condoms. So God used me to take and make a movement and take it to the streets, which was a whole nother area that could have been developed and collaborated with those who would have received, but they reject. When we reject what we don't know and what we're unfamiliar with, all you're doing is creating another avenue for another baby to be born. We try to abort the mission by aborting the baby because we don't understand the vision of that baby. So when you don't understand stuff, I think you said that a long time ago, we hate what we don't understand. So if I don't understand it, that means that's because I'm trying to control it. And so if I can't control it, then guess what? I'm going to make sure that it doesn't grow and it end up growing way beyond what your imagination could ever be. So like he said, lift up one another. Stop fighting against each other. That's how they're conquering. They're laughing. They're looking at us and laughing because all we want to do is be seen. All we want to do is drive good and look good and wear the flyers and drive the flyers. And they're building properties in your own neck of the woods. They're owning property and you paying rent to them. So how is it that everybody could come and eat off us but us? What's going on really in America? We really need to wake up and see and understand the misunderstanding of our communities. Everybody love you long as they can eat off you. But when it's time to eat at their table, where are we? Where are we? Look at who's scrutinizing our judge, our first black Supreme Court judge and a woman. I don't count Clarence Thomas as black. I'm sorry, y'all. He don't count. Because there's no way he been on the Supreme Court justice since I was in high school. And he the only black person that's been there all these years and I'm 50. That ought to tell you right there, when you the only black person in a particular area that we're not dominating and you're not inquiring by somebody else why we the only one, something is sick, something is wrong with your brain. And I'm saying that because we supposed to, if we about the people and we about the community and we about everyone eat, how is it that you only concerned about you eating and your whole surrounding don't even look like you? And how we gonna grow and how we gonna benefit, how we gonna eat, how we gonna make it, how we gonna live. And I'm quite sure a lot of the folk who gonna see this video are people who say we the head, not the tail. We the lender, not the borrower. We on top and not beneath. And that is not on top mentality when you the only one on top and everybody else is struggling and underneath and we don't have.
And the first shall be last and the last shall be first.
Oh yeah, the stone who the builder which refused will soon be the headstone.
Please enjoy your time.
God bless.